Alright, Baddy Smash, welcome back to Baddy Smash. I am AJ0. I am here with the one, the only K to the K. And we are here with some more incredibly exciting Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. Coming straight at your asshole, ladies and gentlemen. My name is AJ0, and thank God I'm in the top 16. Oh,
I'm proud of you, bud.
I'm proud of me too. And if these two boys are proud of me, maybe they have a chance of making it to the top 16 too.
Maybe. It's an interesting pick here with the Ike.
Yeah, that's new.
Expecting the Terry.
I was definitely expecting the Terry. I don't know if he doesn't like it in the matchup. What song is this?
I do not know.
Yes, I played quite a bit with Chris DPG. Like, he's in my top, like, 3 to 5 people I've played with in the past 2 months. This is the first time I've seen this Ike. And this is literally... I mean, this might not be an exaggeration. This might be the most important Smash he's ever played. It's not like he's played it competitively before, so... But it's looking good enough so far. He's off to a minor lead, but a lead here.
He has played the Ike against me a decent amount in friendlies. Not his most common character, but I'd say it's in his top 4 that he's played against me.
Maybe he just doesn't like the Fire Emblem Dittos. Some people get weird about that stuff.
Yeah.
I was going to say, going into this matchup, curious to see how he's going to handle the Snake Crusher. I think Jim, it's not always totally consistent, but when it's on, it's very on, but it is not on right now.
Oh, no!
Keeping himself alive, though, and Ike is one of those characters you can come back on. There's a lot of ways to gimp him. Snake has some ability to do that. But Jim's going to have to do something quick here.
Yeah, Chris has been doing an amazing job just keeping on the pressure, not letting Jim run away and using his projectiles.
Yeah, I really like the way Chris has been able to take advantage of this verticality here, too. He's been able to mix up some of his actions, catch Jim maybe committing a little too early on the things he's going for.
Ooh.
Oh, Jim's got to be careful here. Oh, that was an option.
Yeah, and it might have killed if that hit. Oh, trading jabs back and forth there. This is still in the realm of possibility for Jim if he can find a kill here and get maybe a buffered air dodge or a gimp.
Oh.
Chris, one good hit away. Do you think he goes off stage here with the edge guard?
He's got the stock advantage.
I
don't blame him for not doing it, though, because he's so far up right now. Like, he's at the point where, like, Ike is going to kill early. He doesn't need to take risks to finish this, and he can catch Jim going for the jump there. The DI not enough out of Jim Bone. And Chris, double penetration gaming, off to a 1-0 lead here. Remember, folks, if this is if somehow this is the first time you've watched the stream tonight for these qualifier rounds, these guys are 2 players in a group of 4. It's 2 wins you move on, 2 losses you're out. There's a decent chance these guys will not only be playing this best of 3, but also be playing again at the end of the group. So the games get more important as time goes on in this group. This is it's just ramping up. So it's not dire or anything here for either of these players. But, I mean, we've already seen a handful of upsets in some tight games tonight, so obviously, you know, this is breaking analysis from AJS0, but if you can win, you would rather just win.
Oh yeah, always better to be 1-0 than 0-1. Because even though you're going to be playing most likely Albano Joe in this next match, it's still better to have a chance at beating him than having to fight your way back 2 wins in a row.
Yo, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Chai in the Twitch chat approximately 10 minutes ago. Let's go AJS, he finally made it back to top 16. Motherfucker, I have been in the top 16 every time but once.
He's been lurking. He's been lurking. You've been lurking close to top 8 each season. But it's been one player in particular that's been beating you, and his name starts with L and ends with R's.
You know, I got my hopes up. He 2-1 to me. It was very competitive. But I save that for another time. For now, yeah. I'm curious to see what Jim's going to adapt here. Jim, he's one of those players that, like, has played maybe one of the highest percentages of his games on stream turn into absolute barn burners. Like, the number of times I've seen Jim against literally anyone, and it's been like crazy last stock, last hit game 3 scenarios. It's pretty high. So I'm
That
curious
is
to
true.
see if we're going to pull into that Jim Bone magic here. These guys are really taking their time figuring out the stage here. I'm wondering if Chris is considering the character swap.
Could be. And we do have an update. Albano Joe has 2-0'd Zachman. So the loser of this set will face Zachman on stream. Winner will face Joe off stream. And our hero, Valkyrier, the 4th seed, he has been eliminated by Pro Tip.
So Pro Tip will be moving on to play in the last group of the night.
Against Blaze.
That'll be exciting to watch. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. I believe the first week that Blaze was in Baddy Smash, he actually played against Pro Tip. So, a little bit of a rematch there. But right now, we also have a rematch. Same characters.
Are you telling me game 2's are a rematch?
Well, with the same characters. Is what I meant.
Yes, Blab, I can do that. We're using Discord instead of TeamSpeak, so the audio knobs might be a little different than normal. I just tried taking KK down a little bit. Let me know how that sounds.
Yeah, is that being too loud?
Craig is just excited for some Smash.
Yeah, I'm always excited to watch some Smash.
I'll turn you down a little bit more here. We'll see how it goes. You can always swap back to TeamSpeak between sets, too.
Right now, it looks like Jim has been using the projectiles a little bit better. As I said, he blows himself up. But that'll happen when there's a snake on the screen. You're always going to take some grenade damage, it seems.
Yeah. Number one reason to be a snake player, you're never going to get 0 to deaths, because it's like almost impossible to not get some chip damage out.
True.
Jim,
Oh, he's going to
fast,
need the... Yup, he's good at the recovery, but he's bad at air dodging into an up smash. Well, good at that, I guess, because that's what he did.
If he had held that up smash, he was too trigger happy then. That was a kill. Well, I mean, that's a kill too. Jim keeping it close to the game 1 here.
Yeah, that was a good keep calm and get the punish moment. He knew he had the time, assess the situation, and pick the right move.
What if you just panic and use your side B instead?
I mean, that seems like a Wang thing to do.
Wang is the king, but there are a lot of jesters in that court. Chris, double penetration. I have seen a fair amount of side B on a lot of his characters in practice games too.
Wow.
Jim, I mean, he's really taken off here. It looks like he's finally starting to figure out these Ike approaches a bit. And now it is Chris DPG who does not seem to have answers here. This is hard to get back, but he does make it off the ledge.
Oh, C4, see you later. Getting the kill.
So Jim got the chance to rack up some extra credit here. Could be a few combos till he dies here, we'll see. Obviously, like we were just saying, Snake tends to get a lot of extra credit. His teachers love him. That shield, that is what I'm watching for. If Jim gets shield broke here, he is fucked city.
Yeah. Let's see. Will he go off stage here? Oh, edge traps. Let's see, can he capitalize? I think all of Ike's moves will be able to break through the armor on Snake's up B.
Yeah, I think you're right. But if you just land into the up tilts, Chris DPG down, but he is not out here. Can Jim give us a game 3?
Oh, nice armor from the up special.
Yeah, Jim's gotta be careful.
Gets the back air.
Good job, he gets the ledge. I get so scared as soon as I see Snake without that jump. This is now actually pretty scary.
Yeah, Jim might be in forward smash death percent here. No jump, does he know? Good, quick side B.
Can he get the tech read here?
Whoop.
Doesn't need it. That is going to be the jab. And Jim Bone, like I just was saying, no matter who he is against, the games go close. And Jim Bone going to give me a treat, a game 3 in my first cast of the night. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, Jim, knowing the percentages, I think it's over 130, that down throw forward tilt is guaranteed to hit. And apparently Ike is just big enough where the forward tilt is able to connect. Now here's where you wonder, it's pretty much guaranteed that Jim is going to stay characters. Will we see a swap from Chris here?
Yeah, my money is on the yes.
Because games 1 and 2, they're both pretty close. Chris had the edge in the first one, Jim won the second one. But that second game, it did kind of look like that Jim was starting to figure the Ike out.
Yeah, I'm just curious if the Terry. I've been feeling really strongly about this Terry recently. It's been tough to handle for me, so I really thought we were going to be seeing some of it.
Yeah, recently playing friendlies, he's going like sometimes winning more games than I'm beating him off my Kazuya. So the Terry is definitely a threat. I think he might be worried about SDing on stream.
Gotta get over it, my man. Everyone does it eventually.
And here we go.
Alright, I'm excited to see this, Mr. Bogart. Yo, shout out to Fall Guys who are getting a Fatal Fury pack coming out sometime soon. They're getting Terry and they're getting Mai, which means that Fall Guys is approved, not just for good boys and girls.
That's right.
This gotta be fun.
I'm ready for some jab. I hope so.
I wasn't looking at it at the time. Chai in the chat, he would know.
Yeah, we're gonna see some jab power dunks here, but right now, Jim has been doing a good job pulling these grenades and letting Chris blow himself up with them.
Yeah, this was Jim's stage pick. Or no, this wasn't Jim's stage pick. I'm dumb. Chris
No,
took
it
Jim.
Was. Oh wait, no, you're right.
Yeah, no, and this is FD. I think Jim is very happy to have gotten FD here in this game 3. I think he would take this stage every time it's available. It's just so hard to approach with no platforms when you can just lay the minefields. You can see Chris trying to figure this out in real time here. It's going all right for him though, but we got a lot of game left.
He does have go meter now. I think whoever gets this stock is gonna get a pretty lengthy amount of extra credit. And then next stock, the shield break. Forward smash. Yep, smart. No need to worry about any inputs, and there's a lead, and Terry has go and rage. This can snowball pretty quickly unless Jim gets a kill here.
Yeah, can confirm this has happened to me in a lot of practice games. You let that Terry eat in this go meter for a while, and it is not fun.
Yeah, Terry with the lead is big, but not going to get the tech in the forward air. Jim evening it up. Ooh, but kind of firing right into the invincible Chris there. Going to eat some big damage.
And like Shaquille O'Neal with that dunk off the bottom.
Ooh, is this a kill? Not quite, but...
A good lead here for Chris. There's a lot of kill options he has available to himself. Good shield discipline, but Jim turns the wrong way. This is now... I can feel that. This is getting tense here.
Oh, man. Oh, that's going to do it. All right.
Catches
Jim
him
might have to fight his way through 2 goes here, unless he finds early kills. Chris piling on the damage, using the auto turnaround. And each power dunk is just extending this lead even more!
Double penetration gaming! Chris DPG going on for a date with Albino Joe here. Jimbo now has to win 2 straight to keep his season alive.
Ooh, what a set.
That was fun. And luckily for us, one of these players is going to be sticking around. We got Jimbone coming up against... I have Zachman on stream. So stay tuned. Baddy Smash. 9.5. 1-0 live. Baddy smash. AJ has 0. KK. Jim Bone. Zachman 65.
How are we doing, Baddy Smash? Excited for a war of attrition here. About to see a lot of projectiles being thrown.
Yeah, excited to see this one. Zachman has had a lot of hype. I think maybe a little too much hype, so I'm curious to see how he reacts to a Solid Snake. Folks, real quick, we did change over from Discord to TeamSpeak, so hopefully the audio levels are back to what you're used to seeing when I stream. Let me know if KK seems a bit too quiet, so we can always fix if necessary. Also, KK, I'm actually picking up a lot of your breathing.
Really?
Yeah, if you could just not breathe, that would be ideal.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Alright. Hold your breath for Baddy Smash, folks. My favorite challenge.
Things I do for Baddy Smash.
Yeah, it's Zachman probably holding his breath here as he's getting comboed around a bit so far.
Yeah, he was the one blowing himself up with his own bombs. Usually that'd be Snake. Oh, holding in on the up smash.
Jim Moan with a comfortable lead here in game 1. We'll see if Zachman has an answer.
Yeah, but now Jim kind of doing a lot of self-damage here. Oh, the rolls coming out from Zachman.
Ooh. Link does have a lot of ways to kill early, especially with Jim. He really goes for some bad options in the air, goes for an air dodge, leads to an up smash, and just like that, stocks are even.
Yeah, Zachman following the rule #1 of Smash, don't get hit.
Smart man.
Only taking that 8%.
I normally need a lot of coaching to get that and hammered into my brain.
Oh yeah, it's a tough one to learn, but once you learn it, pretty good trick. Oh, the bomb kind of going off on its own, hit Zachman out of the roll, just like that. Even game here. Oh, the boomerang not quite hitting.
I love the angle Jim took there, and that lets him steal that stock away. And just as this game was starting to get real even, Jim Bone back into a pretty comfortable lead here in game 1. Trying to keep his season alive.
We'll see if Zachman can pick up another quick kill here. I think he's going to need to if he wants to stay in this game. Oh, the Cypher bouncing the bomb back and Zach.
Oh, Jim almost gets that detonation too.
Oh, he's throwing out the kill moves now. That's just going to get him punished.
Jim very ready for it, and now this extra credit is really turned into a lot here.
Yeah, let's see it. A quick up B from Zach might be what he needs, but now over 100%. Up tilt might kill. There's the up B.
I love Jim's feeling himself if he tried to space that one out because that was an aggressive option, but there you go, gets caught going in. Zachman's still alive. He can get a gimp here.
It is possible. All 3 of the projectiles line up in the middle there. I love it. Oh, and the C4 is going to blow him up. Jim with the JV2.
Well done, Jim, keeping his season alive here, trying to make it to that last qualifier match.
And we will see what stage Zach chooses. I don't think he's played anything other than Link in the season so far.
No, I would be shocked if there was a swap.
Yeah, he can definitely do it. As long as he can finish off Jim quickly and doesn't let him get too much extra credit. One move that we've seen from other Links that we haven't really seen from Zachman is the up special. We saw one, and it kind of did a weird trade with the late hit. But we'll see if he can use more of that, because pretty fast, pretty strong. And back to FD. Twice in a row that Jim's opponent has counterpicked him here. But I'm liking the momentum here.
A good start here for Zachman. All over Jim's face, not giving him any time to set things up. Beautiful Z-drop even.
Yeah. Look at this.
Zachman clearly does not care what we think of the stage pick, and obviously this is a strong stage for Link as well, so we'll see here though. Jim quickly turning a lot of this momentum around.
A few grenades and we're close to even again. Now Jim just throwing everything at Zach, and he can't get through.
Oh!
The double grenade there. Zach going for the up smash, can't hit it, and nice snipe.
Is probably it. Yeah, no bomb detonation in time. Jim with the first stock lead here, but once again, Jim is just so greedy going back to the ground, and it costs him so many stocks.
Yeah, only getting the grenade damage before Zach can get the up smash. Here we go. Jim with the momentum. He's catching this air dodge with Nikita. Zach is gonna need to start playing a little bit more careful here if he wants to stay in Baddy Smash. Almost down to a tournament stock.
Let's see. Oh my god, Jim Bone! What a confirm!
And now we have a tournament stock from our Link here, from Zach.
This is stressy situation right here for the man himself.
And
Jim.
in this situation, Nate can be a hard character to try to stay calm against. Because there's so many explosions going on, every hit just feels so detrimental.
And like we were saying, you're gonna always take the chip damage, so it's not like you can just be like, oh, if I just don't take any damage for a minute. That never happens against Snake. Jim, good DI here, holding on to his stocks. And now Zach, man, this is your first time, maybe ever, playing under this kind of pressure. Season on the line here, on the stream, damage ramping up. Does he have an answer? Jim running with this momentum right now.
Every hit is huge. Oh, the bomb not gonna explode quite yet. Oh!
And now
Jump
a lot of
over it.
things are gonna kill here. And Jim covers all of the options, takes his life, but it does not matter. Brilliant play from Solid Snake here. And Jim Bone will be keeping his season alive. Zachman will be eliminated. Down to the elimination bracket. That means, folks, we'll be back in a little bit here when we find out who Jim will be facing to determine the last player making it out of this group. Hey folks, just a heads up, your bet is open if you were not actively watching right now. I repeat, your bet for the next match is open. Alright, my friends, welcome back to Baddy Smash. We have our final matchup of this group. Albino Joe, the top seed, a lot of hype a few weeks ago, is now on season match here. If he loses to Jimbone here, he will be knocked out after the double penetration gaming himself has qualified for top 16 Swiss.
Yeah, this is going to be a really close one, I think, and I'm not sure how nervous both these players will get, but I would be nervous.
Yeah, I expect this to get a little sweaty. This is going to be a weird-looking matchup. Just the way these two play their characters, I expect we're going to see some spaghetti here, and I think it's going to be a very competitive match. And that shows so far, as we are a percentage point apart here.
Wow. Both
We are still a percentage point apart here.
Whew. We're going to see if that C4 can become a big factor just like the last game. And Jim out to an early lead.
I just want to say both of these players take some big risks with their recoveries. They don't go to ledge a lot. They will go. Oh, Joe, though, rarely goes for the air game, but a beautiful decision there. Keeps the 0-0, 2 stocks.
Yeah, and I think this is definitely going to be an explosive match with a lot of quick kills. No pun intended with the explosive there.
Yeah, you could be right. I do think the big thing I'm watching out for is to see if these players go for a gamble, try to recover to center stage, and get called out and punished. Because both of these characters had some big punishes available.
Oh yeah, Jim has to be careful going high, because Albino Joe can use that up air just like he did that first stock. And that'll end his stock quickly.
Oh. I like the
Oh,
choice
the
out of
up smash.
Albino Joe, but not ready for the grenade there.
Yeah, and that can kind of hit below stage sometimes. You can catch players off guard while they're recovering. Ooh, interesting trade there.
Oh! Good choice from Jim. Oh,
Yes,
wait.
an air dodge here.
Yeah, but he's ready. Albino Joe goes way too high there. And this is still a pretty even game. Both of these guys are close to kill percent here. Jim with a nice setup. And now will he get the punish? No, not ready on the read.
A little bit too slow.
This is a kill.
That'll do it. And now, last stock, this time, Joey is in the lead. Already getting some extra credit.
Let's watch how Jim makes it back to stage here. He's got the chance once again.
And I've been liking the setups and the angles that Jim has been using with Nikita. We've seen Joey try to reflect it, but he's been angling it away so it can't happen.
Yeah, one thing I think he needs to be careful for is, he needs to, it doesn't matter. Jim is now in a dire situation here. Joe is playing a great second stock, and now the right things will end game one for Jim Bone here. Joe's got all the options available to him. He's playing this more aggressive than we're used to seeing. Baits out the landing, and Albino Joe, the favorite, takes the first game here to try to keep his top 16 alive.
Wow, early game. Joe was kind of getting hit by a lot of Jim's snake moves, but then that last stock especially, Albino Joe turned it up to the next level. All over Jim.
Now it is season point here for Mr. Bone. Can he force a game 3 yet again? Will Albino Joe take him out?
I don't know what the plan would be for Jim here. He seemed to be doing the majority of things right in that match, but Joe just found an extra gear at the end there.
Yeah, I really liked Joe kind of flipped to playing a little more aggressively than he sometimes does. I think playing super slow pace would have played to Jim's game. You don't want to see a repeat of that Snake versus Samus game I gave Jim on stream last week. Like, that would play into Snake's hands in this matchup. And Albino Joe correctly is playing a little more forward, a few less explosive flames than we're used to. I think it worked really well. So Jim Bone going to the most tried and true stage in Super Smash Bros. Pokemon Stadium to keep his season alive! And there is no pick that would have saved him there.
That was incredible. As soon as he got that first up there, I thought to myself, one more and he's dead, and it happened. And now Jim using the grenades well, but each time he blows himself up, that's just going to be helping Joe get to a bigger lead.
One thing I do like here, PS2 a little longer than Hollow Bastion. I think that is useful for Snake. Snake likes to be able to just stay, you know, this 2 miles away that he currently is. Good landing from Joe, though.
Yeah, Snake has a strong arm. He can throw those grenades pretty far. Ooh.
Wow. And just like that, we are not that far apart here.
Yeah, Jim absolutely needed to take a quick stock there and did it. But Joey coming right back.
Yeah, did you see how fast Jim jumped when Joe came up into the air that time? He was caught off guard on his first stock. He will not let it happen again. But sticking a little too long on shield there. Can Joe set up the explosion? Oh my god, that was dicey.
Yeah, I think he's an explosive flame kill percent. Definitely is now.
Yeah, he definitely, especially if he's off the stage here. But Joe goes for the Nair plane. But Jim's still clean on the recovery, but gets locked into a jab here. Jim gets caught mashing, and it's going to cost him the stock. And now, season stock for Jim Bone. A lot of ground to cover here.
Definitely. We'll see if he has what it takes. Oh, I didn't see him pull a grenade there. See, Jim getting some hits together.
Yeah, every bit's going to count. Needs to find a way to take the stock early, though. And Joe, I like the choice. Go forward a bit. Here we go. Jim, can you get an edge guard? I was going to say earlier, I don't want to see Jim committing to frames when Joey's off stage here. It's too easy for Joey to make it back to ledge with a teleport. Set your traps on the ledge, on the stage instead. But Jim going high here, and not again! Albino Joe brilliant in the air in this game. And that is going to give him the clean 2-0 Jimbone eliminated from Baddy Smash, and Albino Joe moving on to the top 16, the Swiss stage.
A little bit scary for Joe losing the Chris, but he pulled it right back and relied on that up air and did a great job taking out Jim.
Yeah, you can feel good about that one. Congratulations to Albino Joe, which means we have wrapped up this group and we have one final group remaining. So my friends, I hope you will be staying tuned. We'll be back in just a moment. Alright, my friends, welcome back to Baddy Smash. We have our last group of the night, Blaze Pro Tip. And on your screens right now, it is Low Profile Jones going up against Huckletune. 2 more players will be joining us in the top 16 Swiss. And 2 players will have their Baddy Smash 7 season come to an end for the main event.
Yeah, this should be a good one. We got the Mac back. Mac back on screen, no puff this time. And of course, you know, the tried and true. We're not going to see probably anything other than Link.
Yeah, that would be pretty shocking. I don't know if I've ever seen this man play another character.
I mean, if it works, right? But
yeah, man.
I guess we'll see if it actually does work, or if he should swap.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. We've seen, I think there's been a lot of conversation about this. LPJ has definitely been very inconsistent on the Little Mac. Obviously, it is a very inconsistent character, but I do think she can be a bit of an inconsistent player as well. So really curious to see how this goes. Huckletune, I don't think he practices like a ton. He's probably not super familiar with the Mac experience, and he is currently experiencing it to start here.
Yeah, and didn't even use the KO punch. You know, saving the KO punch. That's top level tactics right there. She's looking good right now.
Yeah, but there we go. KO punch is gone. I was about to say this could be a horrific sequence of events for Huckletune.
And this is, like you said, this is the character that if you don't know how to play against, Mac definitely can just ruin your day. It's doing a pretty good job of it right now.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent that Mac is actually a really good character online, and he's very underrated just because so much of his frame data is so unreactable. But I'm a bad player, so I know there's people that would argue with me on that one.
I mean, I completely agree with you, man. Especially in, like, you know, the level of baddie skill level. People like Mac and Gandor can sometimes have a good chance. Anyone's viable in Baddie League. Anyone.
Ooh. LPJ doing a great job with this extra credit here. Huckletune trying to find something to kill us. This game would against a Mac matchup to crawl to such a snail's pace here.
Yeah, I mean, LPJ just has so much patience on the character, which is insane to say because it's Little Mac. Little Mac is just, in my opinion, run across stage, dash attack like a madman, and it just tends to work, but probably not you should play him.
Yeah, I do like for somebody who's struggled a bit this season to see her playing with a bit of patience here. Now the KO punch online. Oh, but the dash attack's gonna do it. Huckletune evens the stocks, and obviously, as I think we're all very familiar, it's you can take stocks quick on Little Mac, but Little Mac can take him quick as well. Huckletune now down a stock here.
Yeah, I gotta point out that was 98% from mid-stage F smash killed. That is scary. That is some great kill potential there. You are never safe. Doesn't matter where you. Oh, there we go. 41, quick 41. I love the roll there to get past the boomerang and still apply pressure. Like, brilliant move there.
So really going greedy with some of these down smashes, but watch out, he has been at the percent for a bit, and we've seen him be unlocked here before. Can he stay powered up? Nope, there, it's all over. LPJ wins.
She's looking good. I was gonna say KO punch on deck.
Haha, unless. I really want to see Huggleton do a little more when LPJ is off stage. That's honestly the big thing you got to do with Mac. You need to just steal one of his stocks. You can't let him recover, honestly, this much. And Link has a lot of different tools. Huggleton, I think, is maybe being a little too respectful here.
Yeah, I completely agree. Mac's recovery is just linear. The moment, like, you know what he has to do from what distance. And either the there we go.
A brilliant call out there from LPJ. And a great patience game one from her is going to give her the lead in this series so far.
Yeah, good game. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Little Mac, kind of fun to watch. Like, even the patient Mac, even the patient, like, actually doing some, you know, boxer tactics, not just running your face, wear the opponent out kind of stuff. F smash mid stage at 98% kind of stuff.
Let's see what kind of answers Hawk has in game 2 here. There will be no Mementos on deck for him. Maybe we'll get Mementos Battlefield. Mementos FD? There's a lot of ways to get Momentum still.
Yeah, both great choices still.
Yo, Hawk, if you're watching, I'll sing the Persona music if you pick it.
Hey, please, please don't.
Oh no, give me that mass destruction. Are you ready for the baby?
If you expect me to bail you out, I'm not gonna.
I don't want to be bailed out. I'm a solo act. Shout out to Chai, by the way. I was hoping somebody would know. So I think these two just going to take their time going through bans here, but I do not expect anything changing. I think we saw the Jigglypuff out of LPJ last week, and it was after she got absolutely clocked in game 1, and I think that's kind of where she's at. She's told me, I mean, not that I know her as well as some of the players in the league, but she's told me she's pretty committed to the Mac, and I believe her. So I don't expect a change unless it's just a horrific beatdown at the hands of an opponent, and obviously when you're winning, you were not horrifically beat down by anyone. You were horrifically beating down.
Yeah, I think you're right. It definitely seems like the puff has just been a last resort, maybe it'll work kind of thing.
Yo, is Fire Emblem 3 rooms? That sounds like a sex store in Japan. That like. Anyways, game 2 here. We got LPJ going up against Huggleton, and we are going. Oh, LPJ with the disrespect. The oh, you're picking Battlefield? Like, let me pick my own Battlefield too. Fuck you. LPJ just cucked the whole league from hearing me sing.
Dude, I'm not gonna complain. I love this music.
Yeah, no, this is a 6 stage. If you're gonna pick a Battlefield, this is one of the better ones you can pick.
Look at the weave underneath the short hops. Like, it's actually impressive, the kind of stuff that LPJ can do.
I'm not gonna lie, I was actually looking at the Jumbotron the whole time, and I wasn't even watching the characters.
Dude, I was having a hard time too. I like slapped myself mentally and I'm like, start paying attention, dang it.
It's a big game, I'm hyped. Yeah, I reckon. That's real. So, Huggleton, it's kind of picking up where the first game left off. This is going good for LPJ here. Huggleton does make it back, but not for long.
Yeah. That ledge trapping, I mean, Mac can be, you know, at the end of that platform and be at the edge of the stage instantly. You're never safe to just get up. Oh.
Oh, is this it?
We need 30? 30, that's it? Oh.
Oh! I died there.
I was so speechless. I almost pre-popped off. I'm glad I didn't. What a bomb.
So Huggleton now doing a good job of slowing this down, and there we go, catches LPJ hanging out a little too long in a bad neighborhood. We have a close game on our hands, a tied game on our hands here in game 2.
It didn't matter how that last stock, took a long time to end. It didn't matter. The percentages, he took no percent during it. Okay.
He's a calm man. You all heard the interview. This man, there's no stress here.
Yeah,
that is playing to his advantage right now.
Here we go, let's trapping. Gonna let him back on, that's okay.
That nearly kills. Platoon at the danger percent here. Oh, wow. Beautiful catch on the ledge there. LPJ now up 2 stocks to 1 again. Can she close this out?
Here we go. I can't believe how many combos I've actually seen on Mac. I didn't realize Mac had combos.
Oh yeah, Max got a ton, and LPJ knows them. And this is the best LPJ's played on stream yet this season. I'm really happy for it. We're finally seeing the Mac unleashed a bit here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she's looking good. Alright, goes for it again, not quite.
I mean, it's Mac. You're not going off stage too often, so you might as well go for that every time, right?
Yeah, wow. I mean, LPJ is giving Kaiser a run for his money when it comes to edge trapping. Like, it seems scary to get back.
Do we have a way to quantify that, like the second spent lasering?
I hope so. That was an incredible stat.
Candy, you're now the stats team. Get on that. Oh, that was bad out of Huckleton here. And, but LPJ not able to get the punish.
Yeah, I think expecting the spot dodge, but Huckleton staying strong.
Good call from Huckleton. Learns to jump after losing the stock to it before. And whoa!
A little greedy on the S smash, but I mean, you get stock up. Oh!
Doesn't matter. Dash attack comes through, and low profile Jones gonna take the 2-0 on Huckleton. She is now 1 win away from the top 16. Huckleton 1 loss away from having his season end. Which means Huckleton will be staying on camera here, as we'll be waiting to see whether he is playing against Blaze or if he's going to be playing against Pro Tip. I have a feeling who it's going to be, but I won't say it out loud. Three, 2, 1, 5.
Welcome back, Baddy Smash. We got Pro Tip versus Huckleton, which means we'll be seeing Blaze later. But this is we got a canon match here. We got some Zelda versus Link. And Huckleton coming off that loss, I mean, it's kind of tough sometimes to get right back into a game like this quick. But you know, as we said, Huckleton seems unshakable, so I'm sure you can handle it.
Right, and I rapid fire through the overlay, the bet, and we are good to roll. I even got a chance to have a good old healthy pee party in between games here. Just like
Is that allowed
Huckleton.
for casters?
That's why I could never be a pro caster, because I drink a lot of water. Also because I'd probably get canceled at some point if I was a pro caster. And that's why I keep my talents in the Baddy League, just like Huckleton is currently showing Zelda all of his talents at the start of this game 1.
Yeah, we got a decent lead here right now, but I mean, this is honestly kind of a funny matchup. Both of them just trying to stay far away for the most part, do their thing, and then you know, I think it's mostly Huckleton actually is the one who's approaching, and when he approaches, he tends to lose.
Yeah, we'll see here. Pro tip obviously could have some. Well, I mean, he's only played one match before this. I was about to say he's had to play a bunch of games tonight, and then I was like, wait, no, he only had to play the one. He beat Valk and he qualified for this group. So we'll see here if he can keep his run from last chance qualifier all the way up to top 16. He does take the first stock here.
Yeah, good dash attack there, bad DI.
Oh,
Whoa, what? Oh, okay.
that was a big fall. The last hit of that would have killed, but just barely the fallout.
Yeah, that definitely seems like a Sakurai problem, but we'll ignore that for now. I mean, 140 on Zelda, that's gotta hurt. You gotta end the stock.
Yeah, man, what was it? Was it Phantom over the weekends? The Australian major that had a Zelda in Grand Finals that I think won the events? I believe that's what it was. I was just watching some like top level Zelda for the first time in my life, and I was seeing a lot of really cool stuff work on players that are good.
What have you seen that Pro is also doing?
Not that. Not that a
That
single
wasn't one of
time,
them?
actually. That is Baddy Smash exclusive tech. That is
Okay.
a pro tip for you.
Okay. That one didn't make it to the top
Oh.
8, but that's okay.
But if we're lucky, that one will make it through an H-Box montage! But that one could too! Beautiful snipe! Like I'm watching Prime Zadicus over here.
Wow, that sweet bomb combo, all he got was 9%.
This is why some of us change characters. You don't want to have to work that hard and then be like, oh, I did 9 damage.
Yeah. I mean, it's good for stealing the kills, but apparently it's not great for building up damage.
Yeah, we have these
Wow.
close as it can be here. Last stock here. These two trying to keep their season alive.
Yeah, this is close. Can he make it back? Wow.
Yet he hesitates. Oh, that beautiful gimp there from Pro Tip goes off, goes for it all, and he's gonna get it. And that means game 1 here is going the way of Pro Tip.
Yeah, wow. Love the ending there. I think what Pro Tip discovered is, I believe it's Zelda down B, the crystal thingy. Her reflector. Pro Tip discovered the reflector and started spamming the crap out of it, and it worked well. As it should in a matchup like this.
Super Smash Bros. Is a game about having one good move and using it all the time.
Yeah. I bet you we'll see him start using it earlier in this one, and we might see a more one-sided match.
Well, we will see. I don't expect any character swaps here, so we'll just give these two a second to pick their stage here. As Huckleton now moves on to season game.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we have enough links. If you know, it sucks to lose them if we do, but we got people to make up for it. We don't got
Candy's
any
gonna
other
come in with a
Zeldas.
vengeance if both of his other links get knocked out this week. He's gonna be like, "All right, I'm done. I'm beating Kazuya now."
Dude, he's gonna have to choose which tag he wants to represent for the Fallen Links. It's gonna be hard. Maybe just combine them both.
Hawkman. LPJ and Blaze are currently playing off stream. Alright, so same characters, game 2 here. Who will it be? Can Pro Tip close out the 2-0 and go to advance to play either LPJ or Blaze? Or will Huckleton have a chance to potentially get a rematch? So we're about to find out.
Yeah. Also, I'll say this is another underrated Battlefield. I don't know about the music, but the stage man is epic. This is like Final D levels of like Oh crap! This is my tournament stock.
Yeah, man, it might be time for a dump tier list. I'm gonna do a good variant of Battlefield FT.
Dude, I'm for it. That's a good one, and the people need to know, man. It's important.
Yeah, the people. We obviously don't trust the people to pick for themselves. Although these two are doing well. I am proud of you. I knew Huckletune has good taste. That's why we don't Fuckletune with him.
Yes.
But pro tip is currently Fuckletuning all over him right now. Is great stock here out of Zelda. This ain't your grandmother's Zed plan.
Yeah, pro tips neutral right now is Fireball and Crystal Reflector. Once in a while he throws out the Night Tube, but that's it.
Oh, he's
And
taunting.
I mean, I respect it, but you gotta, when you taunt, you gotta finish with that down air.
Oh, the Gimp there. And Huckletune not able to make it back. 167. Made pro tip work for it, but pro tip does get the first stock here.
Yeah, this neutral is just...
Oh my god.
Huckletune's gotta break it, or he's done.
Yeah, Huckletune, there's just a few too many hard reads here, and pro tip has done a great job of slowing this down, working really well for him here.
I mean, I don't even know. I guess maybe more platform movement. I think Hug needs more platform movement. Get up and over her, force her to do something, and then, you know, it's not an easy position to be in, but clearly he's having a hard time approaching.
Oh. It's gonna be big off the back. Oh no, off throw. Oh, it goes for a... I appreciate the attempt, even though it wasn't even close.
No. That would have been a statement for sure.
But second
There
time's the charm. And now it is season stock here for Huckletune. He has a long way to go to keep his season alive. His pro tip is in total control here.
It's unfortunate. I think he... Oh, I was going to say he's learning. And then he... A little too late, but no.
That wanted to hit. Alright, though. That's... If you're going to start a comeback, that's how it's going to start.
Yeah, there it is. I just think projectiles are just not the way. They just do not work against this Zelda. You need to just only do projectiles when you're in advantage. You can't do it in neutral.
Well, he's maybe taking your advice here. Oh, that was... Does rack up some nice damage here. And there we go. He goes for the proper punish for once.
Wow. And I just looked at the percents and just realized he got him over 100% already.
Yeah, no,
That was
that...
a quick hundo.
That was a clean stock, but oh, this could be dire here for Huckletune. I'm not sure if he has a jump available. No, he did not, and that means pro tip with the snipe, the kill, the win. That means Huckletune will have his season come to an end. Pro tip from the last chance qualifier, keeping his hopes at top 16 alive.
Yeah, it's a good thing we got him on the interview while we did. But, I mean, good match nonetheless. Watch the VOD, you learn something from that one for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So pro tip sticking around here. We'll be back in a little bit, folks. We got LPJ or Blaze coming in here, so stay tuned.
Everybody ring down the迷わずじゃんじゃんあ胸の誇りかざして Hey Everybody ring down the 迷わずじゃんじゃんあ胸の誇りかざして Hey Everybody ring down the 迷わずじゃんじゃんあ胸の誇りかざして Hey
Sound microphone muted. Sound microphone activated.
Everybody ring down the 迷わずじゃんじゃんあ胸の誇りかざして Hey Everybody ring down the 迷わずじゃんじゃんあ胸の Everybody ring down the 迷わずじゃんじゃんあ胸の誇りかざして Hey Everybody ring dong da, 迷わずじゃんじゃんアップ Everybody ring dong da, 迷わずじゃんじゃんアップ 10年の誇りかざして Hey
There's a way, kind of breathe out, face reality, never be charity. The enemy you're fighting covers all society. Mommy got here, gonna fight. Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. Seize the moment, destroy the nation. You run slow motion, give me motivation. Breathe out now, and then I'm arrival. Round up around, spit out, all over. Rhyme like a rolling stone, come in the crowd. Watch out the moon, that this too loud. This was this sound, and bombs whole ground. Surround up, don't ease the pace, cause enemies brutal. Moment of truth, there ain't no truth. You're the only one world, one love. But the battle goes on, shadows all mass destruction.
Oh yeah, da-da-da-down, da-da-da-down. Baby, baby, da-da-da-down, da-da-da-down. Oh yeah, da-da-da-down, da-da-da-down. Baby, baby, da-da-da-down. Oh yeah, da-da-da-down, da-da-da-down. Baby, baby, da-da-da-down, da-da-da-down. Oh yeah, da-da-da-down, da-da-da-down. Baby, baby,
Battlegrounds right here. It's a man's world. Gotta get ready for this right here. Hey, yo. There's a way, kind of breathe out, face reality, never be charity. The enemy you're fighting. Ready? Mommy's not here, gonna fight.
Someone somewhere had this stream Chromecasting to their living room while they were like in their kitchen making a snack or something, and they were very confused for the last 10 minutes. And you know who else might be very confused? Anyone who thought we were going to get a matchup between Pro Tip and LPJ here. Because LPJ has knocked Blaze out. And Blaze is now also playing Ike, which we saw out of Double Penetration Gaming earlier.
Yeah, from no Ikes to 2 Ikes in one day. I mean, I'm not going to complain. This is what I think you need against Pro Tip's incredibly good neutral at just keeping people away. Just play Ike, you know, jump.
Yeah, I'm really. This is pressure, man. I'm gonna be straight with you. Pro Tip, I think he's playing with house money here. This should be a really hard matchup for him. But if this is a win for Pro Tip, it would be catastrophic for Blaze. Oh, that was a bad option. He goes for the parry, gets punished.
Wow, actually got the grab. Didn't even matter. But yeah, I mean, this is a Blaze has everything to lose kind of match here. Pro has everything to gain.
Yeah, we'll see here if Pro Tip can find his way here. Blaze obviously having a little more of a character crisis than we've seen from him out of past seasons here.
I'm just gonna say it, man. He still looks good on the Incineroar. I mean, I should talk about the Ike, but come on, man, your Incineroar is awesome.
No, I agree. I think his Incineroars looked as good as ever, but well, we'll see. If Pro Tip gets away, maybe the Incineroar will come out, but so far this is looking good for Rich here, although I think that is going to be a kill. Pro Tip keeping himself in the game.
Okay, good. I needed him to take one because I was looking pretty foolish there talking about the Incineroar when his Ike is doing work.
Maybe he's done playing hard characters like Incineroar. He just wants to play something easy. Run around, spam the Nair, short hop, auto input.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta shut the brain off.
And that's a kill. And that's a full stock in the lead here for Blaze here. One of the, favorites to make, top 8 in the whole league. So you would be expecting him to play well here, and he is so far.
Yeah, maybe he just threw to get to this point so he could show off his Ike. Shit. That was in the script? Oh, okay, sorry. Never mind. Ignore that.
Yeah, so great comboing here out of Rich, and I think Pro Tip goes all the way down there. Gets caught coming off the ledge here, and now a lot of things going to kill, and Pro Tip does not go to ledge, gets punished with his life, and a dominant win here for Blaze, who we may have been talking of doom and gloom a little too early on.
Yeah, Ike looking good. That is the Zelda check right there, too. Just shielding when she's trying to recover, because her up B is devastating. All you gotta do is shield, and then you can destroy her.
Simple stuff, folks. Just shield.
Just shield. It's in the same category of don't get hit. It's just, squares and rectangles, same thing.
So we'll see if Rich can keep forcing that square into a rectangle peg, or if Pro Tip can turn the pegging around and peg Blaze to get a game 3 in his system. That was a good transition. I would have appreciated a laugh.
I love it, dude. Asking for a laugh was way funnier.
All right, so we'll see here if which of these two players will join dual pegging gaming in the top 16 Swiss. Will it be Blaze, one of the heavy favorites, or will it be Pro Tip coming on a heroic run from the last chance qualifier? We'll find out when they start. It is going to be Ike. No surprise, you won. No reason to swap. Pro Tip, will you have more answers?
I just love how different this match is from the one we just watched, where both people are trying to zone. Long games.
Yeah, no, it was really insane. G Harris and Kaiser, the amount of zoning as they were keeping each other off of the song select list was unlike anything I've ever seen.
Incredible too. The snipe at the end to take it off from Velk.
Yeah, Velk may not have made it on the last chance qualifier, but he did get the meaningful win tonight, in my opinion.
That one's gonna go down in history for sure. No one cares about this game now. I mean, he kind of ruined the rest of the stream.
Meanwhile, Pro Tip Rich ruining Pro Tip here. As beautiful off the stage. Pro Tip going a little too greedy with the Phantom there, and now this is looking pretty dire for Mr. Tip.
Yeah, that one hurt me. And I can't recover from it. I'm not sure if Pro Tip's gonna be able to.
Yeah, we'll see here. It's dealt 42 damage. Now he is being comboed again. Oh, good time. Gets the land in the shield.
And we got some counterplay here, but there we go. I mean, if it doesn't work once, do it again. Works second time, right?
That's the goal. But Pro Tip drops the shield. Oh, man.
And now just with spaghetti. This second stock here has been, it's been something else.
Yeah, Rich.
Misses the push.
Rich looks like he's honestly kind of playing with the spoon a bit here. He's taking some pretty bad options a lot, and it doesn't seem to really be mattering. He's just giving it to Pro, who's not even able to give the tip right now.
Doesn't kill. I think you're right. I think when you get a kill that good, that cool, and that fast on first stock, you tend to start feeling yourself, and that's when things get bad.
Yeah, and if I'm gonna be honest, I think Blaze knows he's a heavy favorite here. He's not coming into this thinking the storylines we were talking at the start. Pro Tip, meanwhile, goes for it all, gets caught at the ledge, and now Blaze still has a 3-stock on the menu. As these two giving the respect teabag as Baddy Smash brothers do.
Yeah, I actually think I figured him out. I think I figured Blaze out. He's just waiting for flashy kills. That's it. He doesn't want them unless they're flashy.
That could be it. And nothing flashier than getting a 3-stock here to advance to the top 16 Swiss. But I don't know if that's going to happen. The kill is going to be thrown.
Yeah, there it is. Maybe a little glimpse of hope there in the corner somewhere.
Oh. This feels hopeless, man.
Yeah, Blaze is just a wall of hitboxes right now, and it's only a matter of time before Pro Tip runs into one of them.
There it is. Beautiful, perfect, flawless spacing out of Blaze there to get the closeout with the tilt. And Blaze gonna be a little ugly doing it, but he will make it to the top 16 Swiss, and Pro Tip's heroic run from the last chance qualifier will come to an end. And my friends, that means this stream will be coming to an end. Week 4 is in the books. We have had 11 players. 11 players have been eliminated from Baddy Smash. 16 remain. And next week, we will see what happens in the top 16 Swiss stage as well as the elimination bracket. Thank you to everyone who's been tuning in all night. We've had a lot of fun tonight. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. So, my friends, from me, myself, and everyone else that runs this league, stay bad.